Ready, set. Woo! We're
Go ahead.
live from the Beehive.
Here we go.
I
Whoop,
love
whoop.
live, live from the Beehive.
That's actually pretty good.
Okay,
That's pretty cool.
I
Hello.
know. Okay,
What? Oh, okay. Hi.
introduce
Well,
yourself.
I'm going to. Hello, my name is Meg. I am Jean Marie's Vintage on the World Wide Web on many different platforms. And today we're gonna talk about selling on a relatively new website. It's called district.net. And we'll explain how that works. We have our own little hive on there, if you will. And so we're going to talk about that a little bit today. Just very briefly, I've been a reseller for quite a few years. I sell on eBay and Poshmark and Mercari and Facebook. All of my links are actually underneath here in the description. Check it out. Delaine and no, Penny, it's not, we're not streaming from, we're just strictly on YouTube at the moment. I met Delaine over on Whatnot, also a relatively new platform. And we decided to branch out, expand the comb over to Delaine. Nope, over to Delaine.
Hi, my name is Delaine. I am simply old stuff. I have been a reseller over 20 years, but just basically in the last 3 years gotten really serious about it. What else do you want me to say, Meg?
Where do you sell?
Okay, yeah, I sell on eBay and District on knickknacks and no, I just gave that one up. And the Vintage Beehive. And I
You
also
didn't give up
sell
knickknacks. You gave
on
up Vamp.
what?
You didn't give up
Okay, let's
knickknacks. You
start
gave
all
up
over. I
Vamp.
said
Okay.
Vamp, yes. Yes. I'm not going to give up knickknacks until for a while, unless I
Yeah.
get banned because I have my own marketplace.
No.
I sell on Whatnot, where I met Meg, and I sell on a platform, very high-end platform called Cherish, CHAIRISH. It is completely a static sales, and they curate your sales. You put up an item for listing, and they take about a week to say yes or no if they will put it in on their site. So I go from everything from garage sale, Whatnot, to Cherish.
But today we're going to talk about District and the storefront that we have put up.
Absolutely.
So I put the link for it in down below. So you can
Good.
find the Vintage Beehive. It's district.net/vintage beehive is actually the URL for us. And Delaine and I started that last week, Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Thursday. We started Thursday. Yeah.
And it's
so we've been talking about it for a couple of weeks. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I clicked the button and I applied, and we got onboarded Wednesday, and here we are. So Delaine is going to explain to you.
Oh, it was totally impulsive. So I'm riding in the car, going to 2 hours away to pick an auction hall pickup. I'm riding, my husband's driving, and it popped into my head, we need to do our own marketplace. Why are we messing around selling on someone else's marketplace? So I mentioned it to Meg, thinking she would go, yeah, right. And she got all excited. And by the time I got home, which was like about a 5-hour trip, she had hit the button.
Yep. Well, I've been thinking about it for a while.
Which I didn't know she was thinking about it. So to me, it was a God thing. He put it in both our minds, and we were both very ready. And I'll have to say, having a partner is the best thing, because doing it by yourself would be a lot.
Well, if I can't figure it out, you can figure it out, or vice versa. So it's worked.
We've also brought on 4 admin.
4 other admin?
Bree, Penny, Kylie, and Emily.
Yes.
Did you know? Yes, so 4. So we got really a 6-person team that can help us, and we bounce ideas off of. So
it's a good foundation.
And we've known. Let's see. How long have you known Emily? 22 years?
A while. I've known her the longest, probably.
Yeah, she's Meg's daughter. And the other 4, we have been involved with. The other 3, 2 of them we've been involved with for
2 years.
For 1 for a year, and 2 for about 6 months on another platform, which we will talk about how we moved from Whatnot to District.
Yep.
Okay, what's next? We're really prepared.
We are. Delaine, she likes to make lists, so we're good. Okay, well, let's talk about. So we met on Whatnot, which is it's actually a platform that's the idea behind it's pretty similar. You have static listings, and you can go live and have auctions. And you were watching me or something, and we started chatting. And you
said you were going to have a Mother's Day train, and I was in February, and I had just gotten started, and so I thought, I asked you if I could be part of it, and bam, there we go. Now we're mother and daughter.
So yeah, I started doing some trains on Whatnot, hosting them, and I pretty quickly realized I was going to need some help. So I started a Facebook group, which people can join. It's called Let's Be Vintage Friends, but I think we're going to change it to the Beehive or the Vintage Beehive or something. I think we're going to tweak that a little bit because it's not just for Whatnot anymore. So we have a Facebook group for all of us, and we've really gotten to know each other pretty well through our Facebook group, and that's how we schedule all of the trains for Whatnot. And it's probably how we'll do the ones for districts. We'll do a lot of chatting about things on that platform, on the Facebook group as well. So yeah, we started on Whatnot, and now I think we're just kind of, we're not done with Whatnot, but we're just kind of over it. And we want to take.
Why is that, Meg?
We are over it because the really low prices that we get for stuff. And so we're just hoping for a fresh start with District. And we already have this like really good group, solid group of sellers in the vintage category. And so we think we can take that to District and really grow and profit as a group, which ultimately, you know, we want to sell things for a profit. We're tired of garage sale prices.
I'm tired of garage sale prices. And how many followers do you have on Whatnot?
I have over 5. Yeah, about 4,500. Yeah.
And I don't real close.
I don't know how to get those over.
No, and I have close to 3,000. But I did a
Yep.
whatnot sale last week. Meg, you came in, popped in.
Mm-hmm.
I think the most I had in the room at any given time was 4.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
that's ridiculous. And I'd rather talk to 4 people about $10 to $15 items than about talk to them and try to get them to buy $5 to $7
I don't.
items.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Because you
just.
spend just as much time in sourcing and listing and then packing for
Mm-hmm.
$5 as you do for $15 to $20.
Yep.
Not
Yeah.
that I'm going
It's.
to mark up the $5 items on whatnot necessarily to $15 or $20 on whatnot. I mean on the Beehive. It's just that it's also a place that's going to be a good place to bring better items and not
Yes.
have to discount them.
Right. I feel like maybe there's, I don't know if Whatnot obviously didn't do this intentionally, and there's people that are making good money on it. I don't want to discount that at all. Um, but I think they've lost a lot of really good sellers because they are not, they brought on too many people too quickly.
Especially in the vintage category.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
think the people that are making money are pallet sales, cards, sports cards, tennis shoes, fashion,
Yeah.
and I don't mean clothes, I mean fashion. The people who are putting tons of money in it up front.
Yeah.
The vintage category, in my opinion, I can't prove it because I don't have the numbers. They took on so many sellers at one time that it
Yeah.
started being sellers selling to sellers.
Yeah. And that's just not sustainable
No,
at
no,
all.
and I'm not,
Yeah.
and so
So we could talk a little bit about some of our ideas for growing the vintage beehive on district, and how we
let's
kind of see that happening.
can we talk about district for a minute though, about what the differences are
Oh,
between
yeah, yes,
specifically eBay and whatnot and district?
yeah, yeah.
You want me to
Hmm.
do it or you want to do it?
Well, you explain district a lot better than I explain district.
Okay. Let's say eBay is like Amazon, kind of, sort of. You put a
Yeah.
price up, someone pays it, and you ship it. The only
Yep.
difference between Amazon and eBay is that you can, because everybody's moved away from auctions on eBay. Everybody does static buy it now that is willing to make any money, except for one crazy person who has crazy in her name that can get away with auctions. And I love her, so that's yay for her. So eBay is you put an item up, you put the price up that you want for it. I bump the price and then put on I'll take offers.
Yep.
And if someone finds it and they want it, they can buy it outright or they can make me an offer on it, which I can accept or deny. They buy it, I get my money, and I ship it. Whatnot came along, and I heard. How did you hear about Whatnot, Meg?
From Penny Sue.
Okay, Penny Sue's one of our bees, one of our admin bees. I heard about Whatnot from 2 sources that I watch on YouTube. And if you're a reseller, you know these, the vintage reseller, you know Jocelyn, the crazy lamp lady, who was very hesitant and skeptical. And 3. And Kat, the nurse flipper, and Danny, the niche lady. They were all at will I, won't I, will I, won't I. And I can't remember who did what, but they all came on board. And when the crazy lamp lady came on board, she didn't just, she came on board and whatnot, and she blew it out of this water because she brought 30,000 followers at one time.
Yep.
So when she went live on Whatnot, she crashed it once or twice.
She did break it, didn't she?
Because she'd have over 2,000 people in the room at one point. She'd started all her auctions at $4 because that's what she did, because she knows her buyers. And so she brought buyers into Whatnot. But she also encouraged a lot of people to jump on as sellers. So she would start her auctions at $4 for a piece of, oh, look, I have a piece. This piece of ruby glass that is nothing special. It's made in China. It's just gorgeous. Okay. I can get probably $15 to $17 for that on a good day.
He's loud.
Her buyers would bid it up to $45, $55, $60.
Yeah.
So she kind of
crazy.
And it's because of who she is and how much hard work she's put into her whole platform the whole time. Hey, Matthew, you have a baby on your shoulder. Anyway, so that's why I got involved in Whatnot. And I'll have to say, I've been on a year. The first 6 months were a lot better than the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Holy crap, yes.
I would also say that our first year on Whatnot was pretty successful. And then since last summer, it just tanked.
And so you've been on that much longer than I have. So that makes sense. So that's eBay. So I started with Amazon. That's Amazon, and you can sell on Amazon if you're crazy. There's Amazon, and then eBay, and then Whatnot, and now District has come along. And again, how did we hear about District, Meg?
Crazy Lamp Lady or Vamp?
Yeah,
I forget. Well,
Vamp.
Penny Sue. Penny Sue.
Penny Sue.
Penny.
Two large, one really large and one fairly large YouTube seller / Misty, the vintage hunter. What is it? Thrifter.
Vintage junker, vintage hunter. Yeah,
that's it. Misty Pate is a well-known, well-loved YouTube personality and seller who really didn't do much on eBay and I don't think she ever jumped on Whatnot.
Yeah, she's been there. Yep.
Okay, but she didn't do much of anything.
Yep.
So then she started talking about in her YouTube videos, she was going to start up virtual antique marketplace, and she kept promoting it and promoting it and promoting it. And Michael, I don't know his name. She partnered with a friend of hers, another YouTuber, and they started VAMP, the AMP Virtual Antique Marketplace. So I heard about that, and so that was the first one I applied for, and I got accepted. And then Meg sent me a text and said, I got accepted to Knickknacks. And I said, what is that? And she said, Jocelyn's platform. So I immediately applied for that. It took about 2 months to be accepted on that one. Again, they are the largest. Crazy Lamp, did you know? Look at the stats. Crazy Lamp Lady is the largest seller on District.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yep.
Not just in antique, on the whole platform.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So the difference between Whatnot and Knickknacks is that I explained it to a friend of mine this way. Knickknacks is like, think about an antique strip mall or any strip mall.
He dropped his, or he threw his.
And we all know antique stores that are owned by one person. This is an antique strip mall that has, I think there's like 15 right now, 14 or 15 antique marketplaces within the strip mall. And then within each marketplace that is owned by one or two people, there are booths. And if everybody understands what a booth is, so it is a booth within a store within a strip mall. And so Meg and I own the booth. I mean, we own our booth. Every old stuff in Jean Marie's Vintage. And then we are the owners of the Vintage Beehive. And District is our landlord.
Yeah.
We pay them.
Yep.
Basically. And then the other differences is nobody has brought it down to garage store levels. Everybody, the two biggest sellers, Misty and Vamp and Knickknacks, are insisting that first of all, everything has to be vintage, and second of all, do not become a garage store. I mean, a garage sale. And as owners, we have the right to say no to a listing by taking it down.
Oh,
we
yes.
We make the decisions as to what sellers, we're the decision makers as to what sellers are accepted into our marketplace. So there's a lot more control. But let me tell you, if you're thinking about, oh, this sounds like fun, I'm going to go do one of my own. It's not easy. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. We had actually done quite a bit beforehand, before we got
We
accepted.
had a lot of stuff that we had done 2 weeks worth of prep. Exactly. When we knew everything we want to do, but we didn't know how to do it. And you kind of had to figure it all out on your own. How to do things.
Yeah. The support is good, but it was
they're young kids and they're techies, and they tell you and you go, what?
Yeah.
No. So Meg told me, said, send me a screenshot of how to do it specifically. And then we kind of sort of figured out part of it and got it up and running. So we're really excited about this. Obviously, Meg has to slow me down, keep me on a short leash, because
she told me to pray about it.
She goes, I said, you can tell me to slow down and pray. She says, she'll just text me. You go, pray. And I know that means slow down.
Yeah. So one thing, you guys are talking about this in the comments a little bit. District has some policies in place already about shipping. So we have to abide by those, I guess.
Actually, I don't know. I think we can set our own shipping time.
Well, get it out the door soon.
Our seller guidelines say you have to ship within 3 days.
Yeah.
3 business days. But then
District set those up for us.
Yes. But then we also have a caveat in ours. We're not going to kick you off the marketplace if District lets us know. I don't know how that works. Support has always dealt directly with me if there's a problem with one of my items. It doesn't go to Jocelyn then to me. So
yeah, it is such a new platform that there'll be things like they just introduced chat. So individuals can speak together.
And so then you can't do that. Yeah. So they're bringing things on. But like our shipping for the Vintage Beehive marketplace, our shipping rules are ship within 3 business days.
Business days, yes.
With the caveat or the addendum that says if there is a problem, communicate with the buyer in the chat, in the Beehive, in the district chat. So there's a record. I had a buyer who I sold a big item to, and I was like, I got to find a box. And so by the time I was looking for a box and I was about to tell her it's coming. And she messaged me and said, I'm going to be out of town next week. How are you sending it? If it's UPS, don't send it. If it's USPS, they're holding my mail. But even if you want to wait till next week, you can send it then. And she messaged
Nice.
me and said, I'm home. I said, it's coming today. And it was all within the chat of in district, so there was a record of it.
Oh yeah. Then the forum chat.
You've had that a couple of times.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So
So
one thing we want to talk a little bit about is that our seller to member ratio. We've been watching what some of the other people are doing, and we feel like a good ratio is one seller to 10 members. We're not quite there. I think we've got 11 sellers and 33
well, I
members.
figured it out. It's 10 sellers because one of them is support.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Support puts them sellers. So we have 10 sellers, 6 of which went in the day we opened up.
Yeah.
Because it's our admin and us. And then we let 4 others in because we needed items.
Mm-hmm.
We need people to post items, and everybody except one person was already on a marketplace in district.
Mm-hmm.
And that one sweet little person, we did a contest with whoever gets 50 items up first, not counting me or Meg, would be the first Beast Seller Spotlight. And so their what is it? Okay, Where Marketplace, their store would be highlighted on the homepage, on the front page. So if you go to the front page, the homepage of the Vintage Marketplace right now, Afternoon Antique Co., who is Kylie, got 50 items listed beautifully. She'd never listed on this platform before in one night.
She was a listing fool.
She's a listing fool. So she is our first spotlight seller. But yeah, so we're going to have to tweak things like, I know that one Misty on Vamp set out a notice saying, if you haven't, this was after they'd been up and running for like 4 or 5 months. If you haven't listed anything, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to bump you back to be just a member. Then you can reapply when you're ready to start listing.
Yes, right. The sellers should be listing weekly, hopefully daily, but weekly.
Weekly. And the good thing about district, and Meg didn't realize this until we started the Beehive. I told her, or any of the others, I was the only one that was on 2 district marketplaces already. Your listings for your store, all right, Vamp and Knickknacks, all the listings for both of those came up on my seller dashboard in one place. You can also move items between buy it now and auction, and you can move items between marketplaces. So if you are already on Knickknacks or Vamp or any of the other antique marketplaces within district, and you join the Vintage Beehive, which we don't care if you're on other marketplaces, you can move things from one marketplace to the other. District's rule, however, is you cannot have the same item on.
Right.
An item can only be on one marketplace at a time because of the confusion of, if you've got it on buy it now on 2 marketplaces and it sells both places, what are you going to do? So, but you can move them easily.
Yes.
From one place to the other.
Yep. I think the other 4 of us are all doing that.
Right. And you think about, again, if you think about the concept of a strip mall with stores in it, with booths in the store, if you have items in 2 of the stores within the strip mall, you can move items from one store to the other.
Yep.
Physically, and that's what we can do.
It's a pretty cool concept that you can do that. Yeah.
Now, the
So
other aspect of the marketplace is live selling. But Meg, tell us the problems with live selling
you have to have an iPhone
or an iPad.
or an iPad. Yes.
And no, it's not fair. But even on Whatnot, everything comes out for iPhones first.
Yep.
And the reason for that is, okay, I heard this explained. Let me see. I'm not a techie, so I heard it explained. Every iPhone, no matter what type it is, Meg's got an iPhone 8. I've got an iPhone 13. Whether it's the super duper or the bottom of the line iPhone, every iPhone is coded the same. So
Yes.
when a platform has to write code to interface with an iPhone, bam, it's done.
Yeah. Super easy.
For every iPhone, for every Apple product. Androids, you start out like this, right? Here's the platform, here's the phones. And you've got what? Samsung, I can't even think. Microsoft,
Yep. LG.
Bully Boys.
Yeah.
I mean, make anybody and so this is how they go together. They can't go together. So you got to do Samsung. Then you have to do the next one. Then you have to do the next one, and then you have to do the next one. And so they have to write codes for each brand one at a time. And I don't even know if like Samsung codes all their phones the same. They might have to do a Galaxy different than a this and a that. I just heard it explained from somebody who understands tech and who writes codes that's why Apple is always first on any kind of platform because bam, you got it. One code, that's it. But they're working on the Android to be able to go live. But you can use there's ways around being able to list on an Android phone and to watch shows on an Android phone. There's not an app for it, but you download the website. Isn't that right, Meg?
Well, you just use your Chrome browser on your phone.
Right. Yeah. You just use your browser and go to the actual website. Yep. So most everything's done on the phone. It's just like Whatnot, though. Some things are done on the phone, and some things are done on the website, and it's frustrating, but it's okay.
Yeah. Like Bree said, she's Android, and my regular phone is Android, but I've been listing all my items on my computer, except for now I can do iPhone, but we used Emily's phone when we went live a couple times on Knickknack, so we just found one.
Yeah, well, if they're easy to find, you don't have to buy a phone. You don't have to buy a new iPhone. You don't have to buy an iPhone to hook it up to your phone carrier. Just find one that a grandchild or a friend's child wants to give up because they're going to upgrade to a 15. And because all you need it for is the camera
and listing, and scheduling your live streams.
Right, you need it for a few things, but you don't need it as a phone. You need it as a mini PC or a tablet.
Yeah, like just a little tablet. Yep.
Right.
So there's some workarounds. It's not the end of the world.
No, and they're working on the Android. And then I think every marketplace is going to get bombarded with live that you have to ask to be a seller, and then you have to ask to be a live seller. And our criteria, we've decided, it's in our guidelines, is that you cannot be a live seller until you have 50 items listed in your store. And
get them on there.
What kind? Yeah, I know. Not my problem what kind of phone you have, but that's the criteria. If you have way to put a live show on, you have to have 50 items listed. And we know every listing in our marketplace. We can see every listing in our marketplace as the owners, and we can see who has put up what listing.
Mhm. No, Penny, I don't think your Chromebook is Apple.
It's not.
No,
It's no. So that won't work for lives. No, it has to be an Apple product. But hopefully soon. I mean, it didn't take not terribly long to get it done.
I mean,
And they're
if
working,
if the,
they're working on it.
if crazy lamp ladies pushing them, we have no leverage compared to Jocelyn. We're
No.
we're kind of like watching Jocelyn. I'll be honest. We're watching Jocelyn and Misty and trying to take what we think is the best from each of the marketplaces
Yeah.
and tweak it and make it ours.
Yep. And we're number
Some we
10.
Number 10, we haven't had a first sale.
We're number 10 and there's like 11 of them.
No. There's more.
There's more. There's like 15, aren't there?
So I don't know. But we're number 10.
I was like, I didn't come in last. I came in second to last. No, we've only been up since Wednesday. And we have 300 listings up. We have 33 last I looked, 33 members. And we are doing our first live sale tomorrow. I am putting my foot in the pool, jumping in.
Yep.
And then
You're
Meg and I'm doing it in the morning because I'm better in the morning. And then Meg and I are going to schedule a micro mini swarm. We don't do trains, we do swarms because we are bees.
Are we?
And
we haven't totally decided, but maybe Wednesday.
Before the other one, yeah, with the same products, same items.
Maybe we shouldn't discuss that until we have that firmed up. Yes, Penny. No, so we're not giving up on Whatnot. And we will continue to do our swarms on there for sure. I don't know how much and that's up to the individual person. And if people decide they want to just do swarms on district, that's fine. That's kind of up to the individual person. Well, but we will continue to schedule the one Whatnot.
We have Whatnot swarms, which are raid trains, listed up right now through September. So we're not giving up on Whatnot. I personally am going to do most of my lives on district. I'll be honest, but I will keep maybe one a week or one every other week on Whatnot, and bring the lower priced items that I still have in my inventory.
Yep. Yeah, and Andy still really likes Whatnot. I gotta convince him that this is a good move for us, but it'll take him a while.
Well, once Whatnot figures out giveaways, he'll be golden.
There you go. Once we can do giveaways on districts.
Well, I don't think we're gonna do. I'm not gonna do give. Okay, I know what Andy. Andy's a giver.
Yeah, he just wants to give it all away. Yeah.
Tell him just to give stuff to me. Yeah. That's the other thing I started feeling about Whatnot is I felt like I was bribing people to even come into my show. Yeah. Giveaways, dollar starts, and then they did coupons, and I jumped on the coupon bandwagon, and then I'm like, no. I mean,
It's yeah, I
if you
felt
want,
like stuff was already cheap enough.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
So
exactly.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I have
Penny, you oh go ahead. You want me to say what I was gonna say?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, did you freeze? I was just gonna say, yeah. Penny, I really enjoy watching Misty and Jocelyn too. And I just feel like we're learning from them. And it's really awesome to have them, whether they know it or not, as inspiration for what we're doing. It's good to have them, kind of go out and pave the way for us.
And I hope, if somebody else wants to start a marketplace and they think that our sellers are inspiring, watch us. It is a community. I don't care. You can learn. Take the best, take the word. What is that? The facts of life. That song just came through my head. Take the best. Yeah. We don't think we're better than anybody else. We don't. We just are making a move that is honestly financially the best for both of us at this time.
Yeah. I mean, we're obviously resellers, and I think you got to look at the bottom line and what's out there that you can embrace. And this seems to be it at the moment. Yeah. Okay, well, I think we went through all of our talking points. And you guys, thank you. Had some good things to say. Appreciate that. And so you're going to go live tomorrow.
At 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Bring your coffee.
Yes, that is coffee time.
I will probably be in my PJs, but you know what? I don't do face forward anyway, so it doesn't matter.
No.
I'm still dressed from church, so there you go.
Yeah.
Usually
And
I would
I
be in my
was
Yeah. So
I haven't put any effort.
Is Emily still there?
Yeah.
Emily, get some stuff listed so you can be on the swarm.
I will. I'm going to list on Tuesday when Anna comes.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
only other iPhone person that I know.
Yeah, you're actually the only other person that can go live right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, because that's still the old iPhone. So we haven't approved the other people for
list 50 buttons.
Probably have them too.
You probably do. Okay, so I think we're good. Like that we explained. Do you guys have any questions for us? You asked a few as we went along. That was good. But we're just I will try and get 50 up in the next day or so. I'm almost there.
Oh yeah. You better. Won't let you go live. We have chat join. I don't know how many, if there's 2 people in here who are not part of us already, please go in and join as a member. There are chats. There's a chat called the Hive that's open to everybody, buyers and sellers. We will take suggestions. We will talk to you. There's a chat for sellers and there's a chat for live sellers. We want it to be a community. Oh, there's a one called ID me, where if you have a piece that you don't know what it is, get in there, put a picture in there, and people will try to help help you research.
Yep.
Just go check it out.
Yes, Penny, we buzz and we swarm.
And Penny, bless your heart, we are praying for Penny because Penny was in an accident 10 days ago or so, a week ago. And she's had to have back surgery because she broke her back. And she is still buzzing and swarming. So yay, Penny.
Yeah, if Penny can do it, the rest of you can.
Alpine Treasures. That's her store name.
Yes. All right. Well, happy rest of the Sunday to all of you. And Absolutely. We'll see you. We'll see you next time. Whenever that is.
All right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Bye.
Let us know what you want. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.